Hello everybody, welcome to another true review. Today I'm bringing you Dynamite World Fishing on the Xbox One. Comes out on the 1st of July. No pricing as of yet, but I can't imagine this being too pricey, to be honest with you. At least let's hope not anyway. So what we have here, we have a crazy fishing game from the guys who brought us Super Party Sports Football, which was again a crazy take on football. This is a crazy take on fishing. As you can imagine, with the word dynamite in the title, you are literally lobbing dynamite at the fish to blow them out of the water. And each level takes place over a scrolling level which goes from left to right, and you're facing a competitor, and you have to catch more fish than they do in certain fishing areas by lobbing the dynamite and blowing the hell out of everything. Obviously there's things to hinder you, such as the opponent themselves trying to blow you up rather than the actual fish, and there's also a series of boss characters or boss fish on certain levels as well. So you progress from left to right, going into these fishing areas, blow up as many fish as you can within a time limit, and progress on to the next fishing area in kind of like a race to the finish line, because if your opponent finishes before you, the level automatically ends regardless of how far you've progressed through it. And that's pretty much in a nutshell. Now it's really fun to do, but the problem is it doesn't expand on that idea. Sure, you get special abilities and special weapons, and you can unlock different ships and different characters, but none of them actually change the dynamic of the gameplay. It is literally just lobbing dynamite at the fish, blowing them up and getting to the end of the level. And it does get a bit old rather too quickly, sadly, but it is fun initially, and it's going to be one of those games that's fun to pick up for a quick half an hour blast of it, but you're not going to play it, for hours on end, and wanting to come back to the console to have another go of it straight away. It's going to be one of those games where you probably do play it a little bit each day and then forget about it until the next day comes along. But nevertheless, we've got a great game graphically. The graphics are beautifully kind of like comic book cartoon style graphics. It's got an amusing little edge to it. Musically, it's fine. There's it's nice little ditties along with the fishing, kind of like redneck kind of tunes, which fit the game really well. It plays fine, the controls are fine, the controls are spot on. You've got three methods of throwing a dynamite. You press your A button to do a normal throw. Up on the left stick and A does a long throw, and down on the left stick does a short throw, and that's pretty much it. Shoulder buttons, change your special weapons. The special weapons I will mention are very amusing, such as like you throw a cat into the water, you've got a minigun, you've got a squirrel with a bomb attached to it, and it is quite amusing, the power-ups, but once you've used them, you've used them basically, you tend to find your favourites and stick to those. At least that's what I did anyway. The game's got like a tournament structure to it. It has 5 levels for each tournament, and you have to try and win each tournament, obviously. And you get a 3-star system ranking based on if you win by having 10% more fish or having 30% more fish. I'm not sure if they have a bearing on the achievements, because looking at the achievement list there isn't any mention of having to 3-star all the levels, but I can't be 100% sure at this stage because I've not studied the list greatly there. But talking about achievements, there's ones for winning the tournament, there's ones for doing miscellaneous things, catching so many fish, unlocking all the characters, upgrading all the characters, which is going to take a little bit of time to do, I would have to say. So whether or not people are going to have the staying power to do what's required to unlock all this stuff, but like I say, because it is a very basic pick up and play game, you're going to be repeating the same thing over and over again to unlock the upgrades. I don't know, but I would say initially looking at it, it's going to be relatively easy for us in gamer score. So I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5 nevertheless, because there's nothing wrong with it. It does what it says on the tin, it plays well, it's just not got that longevity to it. But again, it's a bit hard for me to grade it on the pricing, because I've got no pricing as of yet. If they go crazy on the pricing, then definitely wait for this to be on a sale. But if it's reasonable, round about, I'm talking UK pricing here, if it's round about, say, $7.99 or below, I would say it's worth buying at the moment. If it's more than that, I would say definitely worth a sale. Obviously transfer that to your local currencies and apply that accordingly, but that's just my thoughts on it really, because it is just a little too basic, but nevertheless still a solid game, fun for what it is, and will bring you some enjoyment. So I hope you enjoyed that review, guys. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next video.